Okay, guys, we are live. Hello, happy Thursday. I am ready to go. I'm so excited. How about you guys? Last week we did some alcohol linked backgrounds. Then I did a second video on Friday doing more backgrounds before I didn't clean up my mess from Thursday night. So, excuse me. So on Friday, I decided to make a quick video for you guys of some more alcohol ink backgrounds. And so tonight we are going to make cards out of these. I had quite a few comments from people saying that, you know, once they've created the backgrounds, I kind of didn't know what to do with it. And I was like that first. I'm like, what the heck do you do with this background? But I have some fun ideas for you tonight. Some simple, some a little more complicated, but they're awesome. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for being here. I am so glad you're here tonight watching and crafting with me and hanging out. I am so glad. So welcome, welcome. Excuse me. I've got allergies going on and my throat is just, it's driving me nuts. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I think I have 7 cards that we'll be making. I prepped everything already, so we should be able to get these done in the hour. Most of them are pretty quick, but just some interesting ideas to making cards out of these backgrounds. What else was I going to say? I don't know. It left my mind. It'll come to me later. Marcy's here. Hey, Marcy. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have fun tonight. So happy Thursday, everyone. My oldest son, I think I said this last week, calls it pre-Friday. So happy pre-Friday. That's where we're at. I was going to say, my brain is just not with it. It's going to be one of those nights, you guys. So hang in there with me because it's going to be interesting. So anyways, yeah, these are going to be great cards. Like I said, 7 of them. So it'll be a lot of fun. I also want to say to the people watching on replay, please say hey that you're watching on a replay. If you guys like what you're watching, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and hit all, because I think you don't get all the notifications if you don't click that, something like that. So, and then definitely comment because I love chatting with you guys, and thumbs up, that'd be great. I really appreciate it. So as usual, we're gonna wait a few minutes for some more people to hop on, and then we will get to making these cards. Hi, Jean. Jean is here. I'm so glad you're here, Jean. I prepped today for all of these cards. That way we can get through them quickly, because otherwise we'd be here for hours. Nobody has time for that. So yeah, we're gonna put these together and it's gonna be fun. So how are you guys doing? I just signed up for Concord and Knight's virtual class in June. Oh, that's going to be fun, Debbie. I did see, isn't that the summer camp thing or something with a camp? I think I saw that today on Instagram. The little thing that was coming up. I've never done one. So if you've done one before, let me know how it was, because it looks like it would be a lot of fun. But how's everyone doing? How's life going? How's your week been? My week's been good. Yesterday was my husband's birthday, so we just had birthday fun and ate good food and played Rock Band and played Jackbox games. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that. Like, you can play through your phone, and it has some very interesting games. They're fun. I'm glad you're doing well, Marcy. And then today we celebrate the unbirthday too, so my house is still a wreck. And when I'm done with this live, we are going to play some more Rock Band. Oh, happy anniversary, Debbie. How many years? How many years on your anniversary? That is very exciting. And are you doing something fun for your anniversary? I'm waiting for her. I can talk well. 28 years. That is fantastic. Congratulations. That is a lot of fun, Debbie. Birthdays are fun. I love reasons to eat cake. Me too, Marcy. Oh, and your sister's birthday was yesterday too, right? If that's yes, then you'll have to say, we said happy birthday to her. Cooking steaks. I love a good steak. That sounds good. That sounds really good, Debbie. Okay, I'm gonna wait one more minute and then we're just gonna hop into this. One of the cards I'm gonna do first is gonna take a little bit of dry time, so I'm gonna get that one done first, put it aside, and then we can finish it at the end. But it's pretty quick. I tried to keep these cards fairly simple, even though some of the stuff is a little more complicated. I don't want to say complicated, but yeah. So we're just gonna go with the flow, and this is gonna be a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Any big plans besides Debbie's fun steaks? Marcy, do you have any plans? Jean, do you have any plans for the weekend? I have no idea. I think we're still finishing our dog kennels. I mean, that's been going on forever. So, but they're starting to come together and they're starting to look really, really cute. So I will definitely share pictures when it's all done. But they're gonna look like little houses. And I got these dog bone names, little plaques that have their names on it, like it's their house number, and it's so cute. Yes, it was her birthday yesterday. My big sis, she turned 57. Well, happy birthday to her. That's awesome. Okay, you guys, we're gonna flip around and everyone else will pop in and then we'll just get to going. Okay, so can you guys see? I'm sure you can't see my hands because I can see it on my camera, but I was struggling with my camera today. Oh, excuse me, I have hiccups. So let me know if you can't see what's going on, because that would be a nightmare. This is, oh, you know what? Let me adjust my camera up a little bit, just because I need to make sure. Okay, Jean says, my oldest grandson is stationed in Hawaii and just got back from 7-month deployment. Got to see him yesterday, and he is back on PA for the week. I hope to craft this weekend. Oh, I'm glad you got to see him. Tell him thank you for serving. I just love that. I think, yeah, people are just awesome. People who serve and families of people who serve, you guys are just awesome. Because I'm very patriotic, but I'm also very selfish, and so I wouldn't do well as someone whose family member served. I just is not me. Okay, so this is one of the backgrounds I did for my regular video on Friday. This was not for last week's live, and you guys should definitely check that out. You know what? I didn't even think to link that to this. I'll have to do that after. But this is one of the backgrounds I did, and you can see a little technique that I did with that. I'm gonna come in with this fun, cute stencil. Okay, Marcy, yes, getting together with friends and hosting a belated St. Patrick's Day dinner. Ooh, that sounds fun. What are you gonna make, Marcy? That sounds way, way fun. Okay. So I've got my waffle flower mini stencil mat. I've got this cute, this is the Leopard Stencil from Tailored Expressions. And then we're gonna do, let me get this over here. Actually, oh, I did already trim it down. I trimmed this down just a little bit. This was a 5x7. His sister is also serving and will deploy this summer. That is amazing. That's amazing, Jean. Tell her thank you for her service too. That is, yeah. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that over and we're gonna come in with Lawn Fawn's white stencil paste. I actually haven't even used this yet, but I thought white against this would be really fun, and I just am in love with, hello, the Leopard Stencil. It's really gonna be really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna get a good amount. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna lay this on top and go to town. And I think this is gonna be really fun on this kind of, you know, this pinky orange background. I wanna make sure I'm getting a good coverage, but I don't want it like crazy thick, you know? Both in the navy, that's amazing. That's amazing, Jean. But how fun to see him after 7 months. That's a long time, excuse me, to not see somebody. This is like really smooth. Really, like, it's not like grit paste, obviously. This is like glossy and smooth, and it is white, so it's gonna dry white. I was kind of wishing I had a black one, because I think that would have been really fun too, but I think the white is going to be really pretty. Okay, I'm going to kind of scrape off this excess. I just realized I need my husband to wash this off for me. Okay. I think he's letting the dogs out, so. All right, let's peel this bad boy up. You guys. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. Marcy says we're having corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and carrots, and a pistachio cream pie and an Oreo cookie crust. Yum! It's our first time making the pistachio cream pie. We just wanted a cream pie to go with everything. Sounds good to me. I would come eat it, Marcy. Can you come here? Can you wash this? Okay, I'm gonna move this really quick, you guys. You don't need to do soap, just water on all three of these. Just use your hands, and then just make sure you rinse the sink out, obviously.
Okay.
And that thing. And then just bring this back to me, because I'm not sure if I need it or not.
All right.
Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties there, you guys. My husband's gonna go clean off my stencil paste. Okay. So I think that is so darn cute. Oh, I should probably show it in the camera. What do you guys think? Don't drop it, Joy. That would be awful. Oh, I love that. Yes, he is a good hubby, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside where I don't know. Okay, right there. We're going to let that one dry. And then I've got a sentiment that's going to go with that as well. And that'll be pretty simple. Okay, I'm going to start with my simplest card. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, so this is one of the ones I did on my second video, and I really love how this turned out. I really love this area. I think the whole thing is really pretty. So I think one way, holy cow, to use your alcohol ink backgrounds is literally as the focal point. Add a sentiment to it and then just kind of leave it. So I'm going to come in. This is a 5x7. This piece is trimmed down just slightly smaller. So this was a 5x7 piece of Yupo paper. I'm going to put it on a piece of black cardstock because I want a black mask. And then I have a 5x7 white card base. Thank you, Marcy. I love that too. I think it turned out cute. And then we're going to adhere this down. Okay, so now this is just going to be the focal point. I love this so much that I didn't want to change it. I think it turned out really good. Then I foiled. I do have everything listed and linked below, you guys. This is like, excuse me, Yana's Bloom something. I can't remember, but it is listed below. And this is Aura Foil. So I already did the Glimmer Hot Foil. And we are going to just pop the sentiment on here. And obviously this is so super simple, but I do think that a lot of times you can get away with just doing a simple sentiment. Let me bring in my tweezers. I'm going to put this in first and then I'm going to glue this down. I just kind of want to see. Oh my gosh, these allergies. There we go. And I kind of like the sentiment down here in this really soft part. I think it's really pretty. I don't know, can you guys hear my dog in the background? He sounds like the littlest old man. It's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna pop that right there. Make sure that's straight. And let's get some liquid glue on here. I have some more alcohol ink videos, well, at least another one coming up. And oh geez, Joy, and it's going to be pretty interesting, to say the least. I got some new tools to use. and it's going to be fun. It's not going to be done on a live because it's just going to take way too long to make, but it will be a regular video. Okay, so now I've got the sentiment down. Let's just add a few sequins, and this one will be done. Okay, so I'm coming in. No, I don't want that one. I love, where is it? Yes, that is the one I want. Sally's here. Hi, Sally. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, he sounds gruffly. He's crazy. Okay, so this is Studio Kadia's Gold Fever Confetti. And this is kind of like the Aura foil to me. It has this iridescence to it. I guess you guys can't really see. But it has just a really fun, like, just gorgeous iridescence to it. And that's what these Gold Fever Confetti have too. So let's just get some. Let's get some of these guys on here. Ooh, this is so pretty. I think I'm just gonna kind of keep it light and not too many. She says, I cut some leaves and flowers with dyes from Yupo paper and used alcohol inks on them. It was fun and got some great color variations. That is a great idea. Absolutely. We're gonna do a little bit of die cutting today from some of these. That's gonna be one of the ideas for sure. I think part of it for me, I don't know if it's like this for you guys, but once I've made one, I'm like, do I really want to cut that? Like, it's so pretty. I don't want to cut into it. Okay, so this one is done. This one is that simple. Sally, I just got some Gold Fever confetti too. I'm excited to use it. I love the shine. It's the best, Sally. Like, when I'm not doing like a specific design for a company, this is what I go to most of the time because I just love it. Okay, so this one's done. So we got our sentiment, we got our few little confetti pieces, and that's finished. So card 1 is complete. Okay, let's go. Let's do this one. Although I did think I forgot to cut myself a card base. Okay, so you can make a scene card out of these backgrounds. So this was what we did, one of the ones we did last week. So it was just a 5x7 panel. I trimmed it down a little bit. Then I trimmed down this. This is 6x3 because we're gonna make a mini slim. So I can save this piece though for later because this would be great on the side of like a card panel or in the middle or something like that. You can just lay it up here. And you can get away with even more cards from just this one panel. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me put this stencil up really quick, guys. So we're going to create a scene card. So last week when I was making this, I had that in mind because I love ocean everything. And so to me, this needed to be a fun scene. So let me just get the stencil out of the way. I'm going to save that other piece. But so this is the one of the new stamp sets from My Favorite Things. Joy, that's just stunning. Love the colors of that one, purples and grays. Oh, that big one, yes. The one that we just finished is so pretty. I did a black alcohol ink, and at the bottom, that's just the black changing colors when you move it around. Okay, so this is the Island Shell-ebration from My Favorite Things. This is one of their newer ones that I just got. I think it's so cute. So I thought this is perfect for this little card, but let me make a card base because I said I was prepared today and apparently I forgot I was making a slimline. Let me just cut that really quick. So a mini slim is 6.5 by 3.5. So let's get this cut. I have been no, I need 7. 6.5 by 7. Okay. I've been I use Neenah Classic Crest Solar White Cardstock, 110 pound, and I use it for my card bases and coloring and all kinds of things. But I thought to myself, why am I using such a thick cardstock? And so I bought the 80 pound, and that's going to be for my card bases. So it's a lot thinner. So I'm going to score this at 3.5. And we have ourselves a mini slim card base. Okay. So we've got this great background. I need to trim that side down just a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Okay. So here's my cute little critters and things that I colored. I stamped the sentiment already. It says let's celebrate, which I think is so cute. So to me this feels like the sand, and of course then you got the ocean, all the cute things. So I kind of want this guy to float up here, and I'm just going to lay this out like I would a normal scene. And I'm going to have some of this go off the edge. If you guys follow me, I like to make my scenes kind of go off the side so it feels bigger than it is. I'm gonna scooch this guy here. We've got our cute little crab. Okay, I like that. Let's go with that. We are gonna do some foam tape because I like that too. Here we go. Okay, has anyone seen any good shows lately? I know we've talked about that before, but I don't feel like we've talked about it in a while. I kind of feel like we need to. I have not watched anything good in a while. I think the last thing we watched was The Wheel of Time, and I'm just waiting for the next episode to come out. So let me know if you guys have something good. Okay, we're gonna have this guy flat to the ground so it looks like he's kind of behind. I think he's so cute. This cute little clam. I'm gonna do foam tape behind this guy. Thanks to you guys for spending your Thursday night with me. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate you so very much. He's gonna be directly to the background. And then we're gonna pop this little guy up with some foam tape. Oh, there is something I want to show you on this card too. We're Star Trek nerds, so Picard and Discovery is okay, because I like Star Trek too. So is Picard really good? I mean, I'm assuming it is if you're telling me about it. But yeah, I like Star Trek a lot. But I don't know. I think I like Star Wars more, but I do really like Star Trek. Okay, Marcy, I'm loving the Gilded Age right now. Okay, I think I remember you saying that to me before. It's like down, but in New York. That's crazy. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate you guys too. I don't know, I haven't really watched a whole lot of like just shows lately, which is really weird for me because I love shows. I don't know if I don't think I want it to go all the way across. So I'm going to try to cut it straight. We're going to see. Cutting straight is not my skill. Yep, see, I didn't do it. Let's try it again. I did get to go see my granddaughter last week. I got to babysit her and she's so darn cute. So that was fun. Marisha, Nakia, you guys are here. Thank you, Marcy. Yay! Yes, Picard's interesting, different characters and concepts. I'm gonna have to check that out because it's caught my eye a couple times, Sally, and seemed really interesting. If I mentioned it or not, but it bears mentioning again. So good. Yeah, you did mention it, so I'm glad you did though because I forgot the name. Okay, so we can we can do one of two things. We can trim this stuff off and just have it follow along this part, or leave it over. And I'm actually gonna not trim it off. I like it going over into the white. So we're gonna leave it like that. Oh gosh. Something you could do, and I'm debating if I'm gonna do it right now, is you can take the alcohol, like the alcohol that you use to blend your alcohol inks with, or the blending solution from, oh gosh, Tim Holtz. And you could make little, you can dip like a ball stylus in and make little circle dots that would look like bubbles. And I'm about tempted to do it, and I think I'm going to. Let me grab that really quick, because I think that would be really cute. And I love the details of things. Okay. Let me just grab this little brush here. Let me wipe this out because we don't want this. Granddaughter is so adorable. Those eyes. She's got beautiful eyes, Marcy. Thank you. She's just quite the little looker. So we're gonna have to watch out. Okay, let me grab my little, I know I've got one in here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of alcohol in here, you guys. And I'm just gonna dip the ball stylus. I'm using the bigger end. And we're gonna make some bubbles. Okay, can you kind of see right there? I'm gonna just wipe it off on my towel. Oh. Now I'm not gonna make quite a big circle. I'm just gonna make a little one. I'm just kind of going in a, so there we go. Now I'm gonna use the smaller end. And we're gonna make a little bubble right there. Can you guys see that? I think that works out good. I think this guy needs some too. And I'm just kind of wiping the ball stylus off on a towel right now. That one I just tapped down on, and I almost like that better, I think. I'm going to flip it over and do the small end again. I had too much on it that time. We're learning together, you guys. There we go, just a little one. Just a little one. I like that. I'm gonna add a little one up, another little one up here. I'm gonna do a couple by this guy. Oh, I like those. Cute, cute. Okay, I think we're gonna call that good. So now we have some little bubbles coming off of our little creatures here. Okay, Marcy, I colored them off camera. I prepped everything today because I knew this was gonna take a hot minute. So I didn't want us to have to go over like forever. So I colored them, but I colored them with Copic markers earlier today. Okay, so here is like a little scene card that you can create using your alcohol ink backgrounds. And I think it's so cute. Thank you, Marisha, you're so sweet. So here's one more card. Let me just bring in the other card for the cute girls that just got here. This was just a super simple one. This is 5x7. I kept the background. This was the second video I did, and I just added a sentiment to it. Okay. All right. Let's bring in, let's do this one. Okay, so I stenciled a background for this. I used scrapbook.com's vintage floral. So I stenciled that in cheeky and peachy or something like that. I have that listed below, you guys. Thank you, Jean. So I stenciled that background. And then, so this is one of the ones I did. I just was practicing. This was the second video, so you'll see. Thank you, Nakia. So you'll see what I did if you watched the one from last Friday. But this is just black and gold, like brass pinata stuff. So we're going to cut some butterflies out of this. Oh, I forgot to add. Hold on, you guys. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me add my little details because you know how I am. Black glaze pen. Oh, dead black glaze pen. Hold on. Let me find my other one. Okay, here we go. These little eyeballs need a black glaze pen. And let's bring in the white gel pen and just add some highlights, and then this card's done. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Debbie. We're going to add some little white highlights. I love white highlights. They are my favorite. I think they add a lot of detail to your images, which is really, really nice. You guys have probably heard me say that a bajillion times. I'm not going to add any to the octopus though, because he has a bunch of little dots everywhere. Okay. Okay, that one's actually done. Okay, so I'm going to use these. This is the So Many Butterflies from Spellbinders. This is Bibi Cameron's collection. Super great butterflies in here. So we're going to die cut from here. We're going to take the 3 smallest sizes. And I love the thick black, and then you have this fun streaky stuff over here, which I think is awesome. So we're just going to put this in place and run this through the die cut machine. Okay, let's see. Mary! Hi, Mary. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by and crafting. That's so awesome. From Salem, Oregon. Okay. I ordered and got the brass pinata. Good, Jean, because it is, I love that stuff. Okay. This is low tack tape. I'm just going to line these guys up here. And, you know, when you do this, you'll still have other areas left, so you can do more, you know, die cutting. I'm usually kind of a paper waster, but when it comes to this stuff, I'm not. And I think just because it takes you a good while to, you know, do your backgrounds or whatever. Okay. Ooh, look at how pretty that is, you guys. And I think something about die cutting images from this, I think really gives you like a fantastic, sorry, scratch, that's loud, fantastic focal point to really concentrate your eyes on some of that beautiful detail. So I'll hold these up for you guys in just a second. But now I still have this stuff over here that I can keep and use for who knows what later, but I'm definitely going to keep that. Let me get these out of the way. So definitely die cutting your alcohol ink backgrounds is a great way to use a card. You could even, and I didn't tonight, you could make a shaker card, and that would be pretty fantastic too. All right. Oh, I need the bodies. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me see. We need this little itty bitty body, and we need this little itty bitty body. Ouch. And that one. I think I'm gonna die cut that, you guys, from gold. I think gold will be really pretty. So I'm actually going to matte this behind. Scratch Nakia says, hey. She just gave me the side eye. She was like, don't talk to me. Okay, so I'm gonna matte this with this gold cardstock. But what I can do, is just die cut my little bodies from the center, because you're never gonna know. And your recipient is never ever gonna know. That's something I did a lot when I did the Spellbinders card kit of the month, because you would usually get like a metallic cardstock in there. And I love the metallic cardstocks. So I would definitely cut from the center so I could, you know, you only get one sheet of it, so that way I could use it still to mat behind my images. So that's a good way to not waste something, I think. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. So this can go back there. Okay, here we go. Let's glue these together. That is the littlest, tiniest little body. Look at that thing. It's so dinky. Excuse me. All right. I think I do have to stamp a sentiment for this. Oh no, I know where a sentiment is. Oh yeah, the gold is pretty. So there's that little butterfly. Jinx on the bird emoji. That's so funny, Mercy. I still jinx with my husband all the time. Okay. Oh my gosh. I would definitely use liquid glue on this because that Yupo paper is so slick. And you want things to stay. Oh my gosh, you guys. If I pull it off one more time, I think I'm gonna freak out. Okay, what'd you guys have for dinner tonight? You know, I gotta know these things. I actually just had eggs and toast for dinner. My husband and kids were eating the leftover Chinese that we had for my husband's lunch yesterday, and I just did not feel like that. So I made eggs and toast. Star from Texas. Hello, Star. Welcome. I am so glad you're here tonight. What was I saying? The butterflies look like granite. Oh, they do look like granite. Yes, they do. They're so, so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna let those dry for a second. Let's get this glued. Oh, of course I'm gonna run out. Hold on. Thank the Lord, I got a refill. Okay. All right, Sally hasn't eaten yet. Debbie had spaghetti. Sounds good to me. All right, let's get this glued. So we're making a mat with the gold here. And I made a bunch of top folding card bases today. Grilled chicken with mango salsa, roasted broccoli, and salad. Yum. I think roasted broccoli is so good. Marcy, we're having Greek salad. We have a lot of salad. Salad yum. Salad is good, and a Greek salad sounds really, really good. Okay. Hold that down. Let me grab my sentiment for this. This is a cute birthday sentiment. It says, "I'm so glad you were born," and it's gold heat embossed. This is from Tailored Expressions. It's their, oh, what is it called? Oh, it's a Simple Strips birthday. So something else you could do, but I'm not going to do to save time. Okay, Nakia has tuna pasta and baked beans. Oh, I love a baked bean. So you could die cut a whole nother one of these and another like gold mirror cardstock to put underneath, and you could lift these wings up to give them a little bit more dimension, which I'm going to do a little bit. But I'm going to save us some time and not die cut a bunch of those. I thought the blue would be pretty against like a pink background. Jean is barbecue chicken and macaroni salad. That sounds really good. That sounds like comfort food at its best. Okay, I think I like this layout. Let's get some foam tape behind this. Let's go, let's go. Hope I had boring eggs. Although we had the best burgers last night, you guys. Hold on, let me see. Marcy, Jean, that sounds good too. Two of my faves. Now my salad sounds a little eh. Yeah. Compared to potato salad, it's kind of a little eh. Okay, so last night for my husband's birthday, we did some delicious, like, kind of like Hawaiian burgers, but kind of not. So we got Costco hamburger because I think their hamburger is so delicious. And so we cooked those up. I cooked up slices of the pineapple in the pan. I kind of got it brown. We were going to barbecue, but it rained, so that didn't happen. Then we found this delicious, it was a pineapple bourbon spicy like sauce. I don't think it was a barbecue sauce, y'all. It was so good. I mean, good. And then we put pickles on it and cheese on it, like big old thick piece of cheddar, and it was so good. Okay, I'm loving that. Okay, let's add some things. Let's go with, I'm gonna go with just the gold foil confetti since this is straight gold. And then we made French fries with it, but it was so good. That burger was so good. We're gonna kind of follow the butterfly patterns here. I think is what we're gonna do. So this is not the, what is it called? It's not the Gold Fever. This is just gold foil confetti from Studio Katya. I like to lay my things out before I glue them down in case I do something screwy. I think we need one more down here. Let's do that. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Kind of like that one there. I'm in Utah. I'm in southern Utah, Debbie. Unfortunately, I don't love it here. I've never had a burger with pineapple on it. Oh my gosh, Nakia, it's so good. It's so good. You definitely need to do that. Okay, let me quit talking and glue these bad boys in place. I did just see that the stamp market, because they were up in northern Utah, they are moving to southern Utah. So I'm thinking they're probably moving down to St. George, which is about 45 minutes south of me. And that would be really exciting. I have no idea if they have like a store front or not. Okay, you guys. Let's see. Oh gosh, I was gonna throw that in the right thing. All right. So here's this card. So we die cut those. I thought I glued my card dent closed because it's a top folding and I always do side folding. So that's hilarious. Okay, so look at that. Look at those butterflies. I think that is so pretty. I think that turned out fantastic. So die cutting your alcohol ink backgrounds is another card or another card idea. Okay, let's grab, let me see what we've got here. I'm gonna do that one last because that one makes me nervous. Okay. Oh, we still have this other one that we stenciled. Let me see if it's even getting dry. Oh yeah, that's starting to dry, you guys. Okay. Okay, so here's a background that I did on my regular video, not the live. And if you watched it, you'll see that I used I didn't use a paintbrush. I used the alcohol ink applicator from Tim Holtz, and then I did drops of alcohol on the background here. And I thought it would be fun to do an embossing folder on it. So I'm using the Altenews Blossoming Branches, which I think is a really pretty embossing folder. So let's put this in here. I'm going to run that through my machine. And then look at that fun background. We're going to up it one notch. This I saw Jennifer McGuire do quite a while back. So we're going to take a little piece of sandpaper. I think this is my last one. Almost done. And we're just going to gently buff off the edges of where everything was embossed. Now, on your alcohol inks, you will scratch this up. So you could leave it like this, which I think looks a lot of fun. But I'm going to be really careful of just getting on the edges of the images here. And I'm going to move in circles so that way I can avoid as much as possible scratching the surface of the alcohol ink. But this is going to reveal this like 3D embossing that's going on here. Let me just get this little area and then I'll show you. And I've done this with just like regular cardstock. And like if you ink blend the background or whatever, and that's a lot of fun too. Okay, can you guys see the difference right here? Doesn't that look so pretty? So I'm just going to keep doing that. It's actually quite fast. When you're doing it on just regular cardstock, you don't have to be so careful to not scratch up your surface, because that's kind of the whole point, you know. But this, it looks like scratches on this plastic, you know, Yupo paper. Marcy, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. My salad is going to be a huge disappointment. Maybe you should eat something else besides a salad. That's funny, Mercy. I hate when my food's a disappointment. I'm such a food person. I wish I wasn't though, because then I wouldn't gain weight so easy. I wish I was like some of those people who literally don't care about eating and only eat to survive. Like they eat to live, or I live to eat. Okay, can you guys see the difference between this side and this side? Isn't that so pretty? Jean, Marcy, where are you from that you haven't eaten yet? She's from California. And it's still really early there. And I'm very jealous about that. I'm not gonna, well, maybe I will. I'm gonna try to be really careful doing the branches, because this is where I'm gonna scratch the other background and I don't want to. But this surface, it removes that, it reveals the Yupo paper underneath really quick. Have you guys ever tried this sandpapering your embossed background? Have you guys ever tried that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, I think we're good. Let me wipe this off really quick. I made a new meal that was so bad we threw it away and went to Cold Stone for ice cream. Meal replacement. I like the way you think, Debbie. And Cold Stone is so delicious. We do not have one here, so anytime we go to Vegas or California, we get it. Okay. Isn't that so pretty? I love how this turned out. What sandpaper are you using? Okay, Star, I honestly, it's not the smoothest. And here's why I don't know what it is. Because this is, if you've ever used paper stumps with Gamsol and colored pencils, which I did a video just recently about that. And I do have these linked. This comes with your paper stump, so you can sandpaper off the color before you go to your next color of colored pencil. So I don't know, but this is most definitely not the smoothest. This has a little bit of texture to it. Like I wouldn't want to rub my skin with it really, but it's not like heavy grit. It's not like that gritty. I would say it's probably one up from like the smoothest. Jean, just to rough up the edges. Yep, we're just roughing up the edges just a little bit so you can reveal that white. And I think that turned out so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. I meant to die cut this ahead of time, but apparently I forgot. So we're just gonna do this. I think this is new from Simon Says Stamp. This is the Basic Box Card Happy Birthday die. And I'm going to just die cut this from white because I want to keep it simple, but I'm going to die cut the shadow from Gold Mirror. Marcy, you're so creative. I go around and around with my card projects before I come up with something like that. But I didn't come up with this. Remember, this is Jennifer McGuire. I only thought to apply it to the alcoholic background. Because I'm just not that creative, I'll be honest. Like I can make something, but trying to come up with new ideas, I tend to struggle. Okay, let's die cut this really quick, you guys. And then we can put that card together. Ow, that was quickie. Let me tape that in place. Okay. Just come out the first time. Yes. Here we go. Put that aside. Let's die cut the background from Gold Mirror. Oh gosh. And I'm flinging my things. All right. You know why I don't like mirror cardstock in regular card videos is because half the time I'm not even ready for the day. Like I don't have makeup on. I just look scary. I dropped that one more time though. So when you have mirror cardstock and you do this, you can totally see your face. It's terrifying. And I realized that one time after when I was editing my video and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I looked like I had been ran over by something. It was not cute. Okay, so that'll fit just like that. Ooh, I like that. I don't want to cover up the bird, so I actually think I'm going to pop this up over here. What do you guys think of that? Is that good? Or is that a funky sentiment for this? Oh gosh. Marcy, I mean case ideas too, right? Here's what I hate, because you know when you're scrolling through Instagram, you see a lot of stuff. You see a lot of just, you know, card images and things like that. And I'm always terrified when I do when I'm coming up with something that I feel like is brilliant. I'm always like, did I see that somewhere? And I don't realize that I saw it from somewhere. I get so freaked out about stuff like that. So I tend to worry. So that's why I really try hard to stay away from other people's videos. But if I really do like something, I will absolutely give that person credit for sure. Okay, let's see. Debbie, at least you're not in PJs with your hair on top of your head with no shower. That's how my poor hubby comes home to see me. Oh, but Debbie, I am. My hair's not up. And I did brush my hair, but it still looks like I slept on it. And yeah, thank the Lord, he still loves me. I'm going to die cut that from white. I got to have some more dimensions, sorry. I'm going to do one more white layer and stack that. Yeah, thankfully my husband still thinks I'm pretty hot when I look horrible. Because I feel like I probably wouldn't be that kind if I came home and he looked the way I looked every day. Okay, one more time, and then I'm going to adhere that on there because I need some dimension, you guys. Oh, come out. Like when I was working as a nail tech before all the craziness of 2020 went down. I mean, I worked 3 days a week, so I got ready 3 days a week, and it was nice. Now I get ready on Thursdays because I have to see you guys. But I do have to admit, last week I was so tired. I was like, I wonder if they'd care if I went on a live looking scary. Do you have a silver paper for the shadow layer? Sally, I do actually, but I already glued my thing down. I'm so sorry. I just saw your comment right now. I do. I think you're a silver girl and I am a gold girl because I love gold. But silver would be pretty with this just because of the blue tones. If you wanted to be really bold, for sure, doing a black would be stunning. I don't have blue. Well, no, I do have a blue mirror, but it's really dark. But I do think the silver would be stunning. Okay, we're going to pop that up with some foam tape. Let me put this back in here before I lose it. Okay. All right, ladies, let's get going on this. That drives me nutty. I think this might be one of my favorites actually so far. I love how this background turned out. I'm going to center it. I'm going to center it top and bottom. There's kind of an opening of, you know, a space here that doesn't have a ton of flowers, but I don't want to cover up the bird because I think that's really cute. I centered it ish. Do you have a compressor for doing nails? Airbrushing, you could use that with the alcohol inks. Yes, you could, Debbie. I never did airbrushing with nails, but I have seen some people do it and I was going to try it. My son has an airbrush thingy, a compressor, and I definitely thought about doing that. What do we think about these blue guys on this card? Or should we do gold because that's the story of my life lately? What do you guys think? Ooh, hold on. I do have these little iridescent guys. What do you guys think? The blue or the crystal clear confetti? I'll wait for you guys to reply while I stick this on a card base. Did I trim you down? Let me trim it down just a little bit. Down a little bit too. Let me see how I like that. Crystal clear, crystal clear. Okay, I'm kind of agreeing with you guys on that. I think the crystal clear is going to be the way to go. All right. There we go. Now we've got a little white frame around the edge, and then we'll add some crystal clear ones. Told my husband I was going to be done at 7, but that is not happening. Okay. Let's get some of these in here. Ooh, those are fun. I haven't even opened these up yet. Oh, I like these, you guys. Good pick. Good pick. Get a little more in here. I feel like I need a lot of size options to choose from. Yeah, these would be really gorgeous, Sally, with that silver the silver background thing. Shadow. My brain was not connecting dots there. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Hi, Caitlin. Don't be sorry you're late. I'm glad you're here. And yes, definitely watch part of the replay up to this point because we got a couple cards done. I cannot believe how fast tonight is going. Okay. So there's that one. That's the embossed alcohol ink background. I think that turned out so good. Okay. Put that one aside. Let me get these guys out of the way. All right. What's the next one? I think we just have 2 full ones and then like a half a one. Okay. Some of these are some leftover flowers from a project I did with you guys a while back. Here's another 5x7 piece. I think I'm going to keep it whole. Yeah, we're going to keep that whole. Okay, so what I like to do, and this sometimes gets a little scary. I get a little freaked out when I have to do this. So you could take like a big word die like this. This is, oh my gosh, Altenews a Mega Hello die. And remember, you guys, I do have pretty much everything listed, unless I added something at the last minute, but I have all the stuff listed. So a big die, word die, or do we have a Peggy? Hi, Peggy. It's your first time here. Thank you so much, Peggy. And I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. If you've just joined, definitely watch the replay because we've already been through a few cards, but we've got a couple more to go and then we're going to be done. Okay, so a big word die or letter dies or something like that. We're going to die cut this, which gives me anxiety. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to die cut this out. And I'm going to just try to center it, eyeball it, because that's what I do. I don't measure anything because that's like actual work. Make sure how this looks. Yeah, okay. Sometimes these ones, when they're on the slant, I have to like actually look at it to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so now I'm going to tape this in place. We're going to die cut this, and then you can see here I die cut 2 out of white because we're going to pop this center piece up, but keeping the same background. We're not going to get rid of the background that we're die cutting out of this. If that makes sense, you guys will see. If I'm not making sense, you'll see what I mean. All right, moment of truth. Wait, let me just make sure. Okay. And definitely use a low-tack tape on this, like a really low-tack tape, because even this pulls up some of your foiling. Like, it's not going to leave a blank spot if it's low-tack, but let go. Let me get this guy here. I'm just going to gently push that out because my die is hanging on to it for dear life. Let go. Okay. Let's pop this out. I broke a nail, you guys. I broke the edge of my nail. That's so funny. Okay. Going to be really careful popping this out. Then we're going to adhere these layers of the Hello die. So again, I die cut that twice from white. So we're going to adhere this to this, okay? Definitely save your insert pieces. Do not lose these guys. Put them aside because we're going to inlay these back in. And this is what's going to give it this cohesive all the way through piece. But this part, the hello, is going to be popped up. So definitely keep these little guys. This was the background from last week as well. You don't need the center pieces from the white unless you want that part popped up, but I think you don't because it's going to kind of defeat the purpose of the look that you're going for. Okay, these are the backgrounds from last week. Now I remember. Yeah, there's 2 of these, and then I did a video on Friday, Caitlin. I'm not sure if you saw that, just a regular video that I did some more backgrounds on because I was having too much fun. All right, so let's glue these guys together. This is going to give dimension. This is one of the ways I really love adding dimension behind a sentiment. It doesn't matter what size it is. But you could also do, like, I haven't done this in forever, but I used to use Stick It and Fun Foam. And that would give it some dimension behind it too. But something I like with the cardstock is that it can be whatever color you want it to be, where the Fun Foam is, some varied colors, but not exactly what you're looking for every time. Okay, just trying to make sure this is all lined up nice. Robin's here! Just getting in from a pedicure. Aren't you lucky? Okay, so we got 2 of those glued together. Now let's adhere. Hold on, that's not straight. Let's adhere the top alcohol inked background. Now, this would also be cute if you die cut this and then just like put it on a white piece of paper. That would be cute too. So you could definitely get away with, anything like that. I do have another video where I did some alcohol inks and then did the large, it was like a whole slimline die cut from Spellbinders that said birthday, and that one turned out so fantastic. Okay, getting that lined up. It's so crazy. I had to take my son to the doctor today. My youngest is 18, and he had to go to his pediatrician for his final checkup. He's been going to this pediatrician since he was 4 months old, and it was just this weird kind of like bittersweet. I said to him in there, I said, oh, this is the last time I'll ever be taking one of my own children to the pediatrician. And he's like, I'm sorry. It's fine. But it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of sad. Okay, I'm going to just add, this is a 5x7 card. Okay, let's see. So I saw that one too. I watch all of your videos multiple times usually. Oh, Caitlin, you're so sweet. Thank you. You are so sweet. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so I'm just going to add a bunch of adhesive on the back, and if I need to add more with liquid glue, I will. Let's get this lined up. Okay, so now we're gonna put all that down. Now we can, because I have adhesive everywhere, I can just pop this guy in here. So here's where the fun begins, I think, for me anyways. I love it when it's popped up from that background. You just have that 3D look of this, the ongoing, and you could do this with anything. You could do a stamped background with this. It doesn't even have to just be alcohol inks, but see how you're getting that dimension. Now here's where these little pieces, you have to save them, and this is why you want them to go all the way down in, because then it'll look like the rest of this background. Okay. And if you just add adhesive over the whole background, it just makes it easier when you pop these in. Except for I think this little spot right here, I need to add just a little bit. Okay, let's get this guy in here. Oops. I love this technique. And then one last piece. Wrong way. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay, Nancy just started watching. Can't believe I missed that beautiful background. Don't even worry. Nancy, this background was from last week's live, so you can watch that replay. And then there was another video that last Friday that has more backgrounds. Okay, so let's add a sentiment to this really quick. We're almost there, you guys. You guys are so awesome to hang in with me. Oh, I'm like, where did I put the stamp set? Okay, so now I do have these flowers that you could put on. And I'm going to have to put the other sentiment on, and I might add these flowers as a little extra something, but you kind of don't have to, which I think is what is so fantastic about these alcohol ink backgrounds. All right, let me just stamp the sentiment. I am going to stamp it in black ink. This is the Greeteries. This is the Opposites Attract, and I love the scriptiness of it. So that says hello, and I'm going to do the one that says dear friend. Let's get this lined up. What did we do without the Misty? Like, honestly, I don't know what the heck we did. We definitely didn't stamp straight. I always lose those small pieces. Oh, Caitlin, I lose them all the time. So I really try to make sure I pay attention. For me, I'm not lecturing. I'm just saying, like, I have to go, okay, you need to keep those pieces. Okay, you need to keep those pieces, and like repeat it to myself. Okay, that's straight. So that way I don't lose them. It's so ridiculous. I think the pop of black on this will be really good. I think you know, a gold or something like that would be pretty, but I definitely think the pop of black is fantastic. All right, let me trim this out really quick. I'm gonna get that adhered. Oops. One more trim. Okay. And I kind of like it right there. And of course, you know, me and the foam tape. Here we go again. Okay, let's see. My stamping was absolutely terrible before the Misty. Oh my gosh. We struggled. Mine was well rubbing. Misty is life-changing. I know. And not only just the Misty, the clear stamps, because back when I started stamping, it was all the red rubber, and I'm like, it was rough. So I had quit making cards for a lot of years, and then when I came back to it, I was like, what the heck, clear stamps, and what the heck, we have a Misty? And at first I was like, I don't need the Misty. Yeah, who are you kidding? You most definitely need a Misty. Or 2, or 7. Okay, so do you think we should do the flowers, you guys? What do you think? Yay or nay to the flowers? I kind of like them, but I don't think we have to have them. But what do you guys think? I'll wait for an answer. I think I kind of like them. But I need professional opinions. I'm questioning myself. Marcy, I don't know what that means. Yes, I didn't like the clear stems until I got the Misty. The clear stems always fell off the clear block. Yeah, they do. Okay. Kathy, thank you. With flowers. Okay. I have all 3, Marcy. Okay. Okay, let's do flowers. Let's do it. I kind of like the idea. Because I think it adds a little something to it. And these were just from another project that I had done not that long ago with you guys. And I just like keeping these things around because I think it is so helpful. Ooh, yeah, you like the flowers. Okay, everyone likes the flowers. Yay. So yeah, I just have these on my desk and I was like, sweet, I don't got to die cut nothing. I'm not going to add any confetti or anything. I'm going to leave it just like this. Okay, so here is the, I didn't know there's a name for this technique and I can't even think of what it is right now. But it's, you know, your popped up die cuts. I don't know. Is that the word? But I love that. So then you still get this whole background, but then you have this big, you know, either a word or your, you know, different letter dies or whatever. Okay. Okie doke. Okay, guys, one whole one left and then just a sentiment on another one. Okay, so we are going to do some stamping and heat embossing on this next one. And when you're doing the heat embossing, I'm going to turn on my heat gun now, actually, so that's loud. I'm sorry if it's kind of loud, but it has to get warmed up. Oh, that's going to be obnoxious, isn't it? Okay, sorry if that's loud, guys. I'll talk loud. Yes, Kathy, I made the flowers. I can't even remember. It was a couple lives ago that I made the flowers. And they are so, so pretty. And they're super easy to make, but I had them left over and I just have them in a little dish on my desk. I can't, yeah, Marcy, I'm there with you. I cannot remember. I know there's a name to it, but heck if I know what it is. Okay, so I'm going to heat up my heat tool. Here's another background from my second video. I love how soft this turned out. That is going to drive me nuts. Okay, we're going to do it like that. So we've got this big, from the stamp market, this big love you, which I thought would be really fun. And then one of these little, gosh, my brain just stopped working. Little sentiments that I want to put kind of on the inside. This little one is what we're going to do the heat embossing on. And then this one we're just going to do some black ink with. So I actually want to put this on my card base now because I don't want to touch the black ink because it is going to take a minute to dry. Oh good, I'm glad, Marcy. I'm glad it's not so loud. But so this paper will warp like any other. This is the Yupo paper. But if you keep your heat gun moving the whole time and you let it really warm up, it really shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I'm back. Had to wash and dry my fur babies. We're so glad you're back, Marisha. And they're all clean now. Okay, let me get my big Misty. We're gonna put this in here. Forever getting my magnets stuck together. I broke one of my magnets because it slammed together so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, what'd I do with that? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this big guy down here first because I want to line up this sentiment to go across the word you. But I'm gonna we're gonna do the heat embossing on this little guy first, and then we can stamp over it in, I'm gonna use Ranger's Archival Jet Black ink, and we're gonna stamp the big love you in that. So I'm gonna line this guy up. I'm gonna put this in place, kind of where I want it to be, and then I'll just use the lid of the Misty to pick up the little one. Okay, so we're gonna do this little guy first. I'm gonna prep this really good with my powder tool. This is Tailored Expressions powder tool and I absolutely love it. It really does a good job. We're gonna do gold heat embossing because what else would I do? Our fur babies go to the cleaners on tomorrow. That's so funny. The cleaners. Okay. I'm going to come in with my clear embossing ink. I'm praying right now that that was straight because I don't think I paid attention, but I think it is. All right, here we go. Let's sprinkle on the gold. So I will say that this technique is really like your background needs to be days dry. Nothing sticky on your alcohol ink backgrounds because you know sometimes they stay sticky for a while. You definitely don't want that. Okay, here we go. Just gonna keep it moving. There we go. So it warps a little, and I think if I hadn't attached it to the background yet, you're not gonna notice it that much, but actually it's not that bad. It's really hardly warped at all. But isn't that so pretty? I've been waiting for the Tailored Expressions Anti-Static Powder Tool to come back in stock. Oh my gosh, I can see why it's out of stock. Totally, because it is the best I've used. So yeah, I hope you get it. I'm hopefully you can hop right on it as soon as it comes back into stock because it really is a great tool. Okay, let's line this up and let's get to stamping. This is where I really want to make sure that my Misty is going to hold everything in place. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up and I'm looking at what we just did and kind of where I want that. Making sure it's straight. I think we are. Okay, here's where it gets scary, guys. Oh, it's terrifying. Okay, let me get my... I hope this isn't too dry. I've had this ink forever. We're going to have to do this a couple times. This is kind of a thin stamp as far as like how tall the letters are, and I really want to make sure I don't get ink on my background. Let me get this guy. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to use Lawn Fawn's ink because my pad is just too dry. So this is a permanent, you know, this is a dye ink, so I think this is going to work. Okay, let's see. I'm intrigued now. I'm still using this old static bag in the EK6S1. Marcy, I'm not kidding. This is what it looks like. Number one, the color is fabulous. My most favorite color in the world. And it's not, it's like a fabric almost on top. And you literally, you don't rub, you just pounce it. It works so great. Okay, here we go. Let's ink this up. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing that's going to get on my background. That's why I don't like some of these really thin stamps. So hopefully... Okay, here we go. We're getting it. But isn't that looking fantastic? You guys could also, you guys, all of us, us crafters, could stamp a whole image on the background, like a floral image or something like that. And that would be really pretty too. I think if I do one more, I think we're going to be good. One more inking. Cleaning up some of those stamped edges. I just don't want black getting on my background. Okay, I love that. I'm so happy that worked out so good. I've been sweating over this one. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way. We'll just add a few things and then we'll be on our last one, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. I thought this was going to be faster. I'm sorry this took so long. Okay, let's... Okay, you know I'm going to bring in some gold because that's what I feel like it needs. What do you think? Okay, let me see. Check out the Taylor Expressions. I want that one, but I just got one from Rabbit Hole Designs. I've heard that one's really good too, Robin. I haven't tried that one. Yeah, I've heard that that's a good one too. All right, let's finish with a few of these guys. More gold and more gold and more gold. Let's do this down here. One up there. Okay, I like it. So Robin, isn't that one a brush? Is that what I'm thinking about? Like it's almost like it is a brush tip on the end and maybe the powder comes from inside. Is that, am I understanding that one right? Okay, that one's done. I love how that, so we did some stamping and heat embossing on that background, which can be done. Just make sure your heat gun is hot and keep it moving. Okay, so this first one that we did at the beginning, where we did the Lawn Fawn's stencil paste, is that what it's called? What is it called? Yeah, white stencil paste on a alcohol inked background. Once we glue this down, it will actually not curl up so bad. I'm just going to kind of give it a good bend. Okay. This one, when I created this background, I actually used a paintbrush to do it. And we're going to keep this one pretty simple because, again, it's all about, on this one, all about the background, but it's about stenciling. So here are these cute, the sentiment strips from Simon Says Stamp. And you know, you could foil these, which would be great. I just didn't do that today. So we're just going to cut it out because I actually like the black text. So instead of stamping a sentiment, we can just trim it out. These are baby ones, but I like the big congratulations on the top. Oh, happy adoption day. That's cute. Although this could be a cute little girl baby card. Yes, you have it right. It's almost like a cosmetic brush. It closes in on itself and you load the powder in the end. It puts out the right amount of powder. That's what I thought it did. That's pretty awesome. Okay, but I'm just going to trim out the congratulations. And that's what I'm going to use because I think that's a perfect sentiment. And of course I didn't trim it good, so let me trim some more off of the top here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me, oh, come out. Oh my gosh, flinging it everywhere. Let's trim this and this. Okay, so we've got this congratulations sentiment, which I think is, I think I'm just going to center that because I just dig this background so very much. I'm going to put a lot of adhesive since this wants to curl up from that stencil paste. So I just really, really, really want this to hold in place. Okay. Let's get this lined up. So a white A2 sized card base. I love that. It almost looks like a wood grain in the back too, in a way. All right, what do I do with my, there we go. Let's pop this up with foam tape. I just want to put this in the center. And do you think this needs some sequence, or should we leave it as is? What do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna try to eyeball the center here. I'll wait for you guys to respond. Oh, I love that. I almost kind of think leaving it like that, but tell me what you guys think, and then we're finished. Thank you, Marisha. And Marisha, I'm not ignoring your message to me. I looked at it and then realized I did not have time to check my list for what we're talking about. So I will get that sent to you tomorrow. Thank you, Robin. I love it too. I think it turned out so good. The stencil, you guys, was from Tailored Expressions, their Leopard Stencil. Okay, so what do you guys think? Yes to or no to confetti or anything like that? The beginning of the live. Thought it was wood grain. No, I did it with a paintbrush. I used a paintbrush, Marcy, to spread around the alcohol ink. It's perfect as is. Thank you, Liz. I kind of think so too. I think we all get pretty good at eyeballing. Yeah, I am not a measurer. That's why I don't like sewing, because you have to measure too much crap. Okay, I'm gonna bring in these cards. We'll just do a quick recap and then we will call it done. Let me grab all these bad boys. Okay, so here is one of the first ones that I just loved this background. This was on the last Friday's video, not the live. And we just added a foiled sentiment. And this is a 5x7 card. So there's that one. This one we did a scene card, which I think is so super cute. This is a mini slimline. I colored Copic. I did that off camera. I didn't color on camera. And then die cut these images from my favorite things. And we just made a scene card out of that one. This one I just stenciled the background, but then of course die cut these beautiful butterflies from the alcohol inked background. I'm trying to get where you guys can see that okay. And this color is from the pitch black alcohol ink. There was no blue added to it. I'm pretty bad at seeing for the very reason you just gave. That's so funny. So there's that one. So we die cut these. So here's another thing to do with your alcohol backgrounds is die cutting images from it. Hate measuring, but sometimes we have to measure. But if I can get away with eyeballing, yeah, I'm there with you. It's pretty rare. Okay, then we did an embossing folder on the background and then took some sandpaper to the edges of that to get so you can really kind of see that embossed background. So there's that one. Then of course we did this one where we still can't think of what the heck this is called, but we popped up the sentiment in the center, added another sentiment, and I popped it up with more layers of this die just in white cardstock. And you could also do a black cardstock or a gold behind it and you would kind of see that pop through, but I kept it simple with the white. Then obviously this one that we just did was just the stamping and the heat embossing, and I'm not touching that black ink. Like, let this dry like a long time because it will smear, but it will dry. And then of course the stencil paste on this background, and I think that turned out really fabulous. I love how all these turned out. So tons of different techniques. Okay, I'm gonna flip us around. Hello. My cheeks are all red. It's hot in my room. And my hair is flat. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, okay. So fun techniques. I hope that you guys liked those. I had fun, and of course you guys are always fun. Okay, let me finish reading here what we got going on. Thank you, Robin. Oh, pretty bad at sewing. I gotcha. I love the blue one too, and the cheetah. I know. It's so cute, Marisha. Kimberly, oh, gotta try embossing on the inked panel. Yes. Yes, you do. It actually is not hard. Just keep your heat gun moving. These came out just stunning. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for crafting with me. You guys are always so much fun, and I always enjoy chatting with you guys. Thank you to all the new people that popped on and said, hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you to all my regulars. I appreciate you guys. Everyone is so awesome. I have no idea what I'm doing next Thursday, but I will be here next Thursday night for a live, and I'll figure out something fun. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Eat good food. Have lots of fun. And again, I appreciate you guys so much. And so yeah, so big hugs. Love you guys. And I will see you next Thursday. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye, guys.